Sean Lock, you're next.
While travelling around Europe, my friend and I came up with a scheme to make money on the beach.
Please, team.
What was it?
It was jewellery. We used to sell jewellery.
What kind of jewellery was it?
It was earrings.
And where did you get the earrings from?
To be perfectly honest, we'd make them.
Oh, it's homemade jewellery. Here we go.
And where was the beach?
Where was the beach? It's right next to the sea. It was in Greece.
What was it about being on that beach? You thought, earrings?
I couldn't make donuts.
What did you make the earrings out of?
Well, I didn't make them. My friend made them.
And what did he make them out of?
Beads.
Now, this friend, Sean, what was his name?
Spud.
Spud?
Spud. Spud.
Yeah.
Was his name.
Spud the Jew. But my job was to sell them.
Oh,
So you're the salesman, so give us a bit of pad. Imagine David he's on the beach in his thong, he's relaxing. Finally, he can be himself, OK? And you come along and you look at his ears, they're unadorned, you think, there's an opportunity. Off you go.
Well, the first thing, if he's got a thong on, I'd ask him to turn over. You can roll onto your back, please. And would you like me to rub a bit of cream into that area, because I don't think that's ever seen the sunshine. He wasn't the target market, isn't...
Well, Richard likes a bit of jewellery. You like a bit of jewellery around the neck, so sell them to Richard.
Are you having a nice time?
Yeah, I'm having a lovely time.
Do you want to buy some earrings?
Not really, no. What's wrong with me?
Turned over and everything.
Do this. Spud! Help!
What was Spud's real name?
Keith.
Why did you call him Spud? He always had a jacket on? What?
What are you thinking?
Judy, do we think that's truth or a lie?
I think it's a lie.
You're not...
I can't see him selling beaded earrings on a beach.
Would you buy anything from him?
No, nothing.
You know what I'm going to go? I think Judy's right.
You think it's a lie?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the team.
You're going to say lie. Sean, truth or lie?
True!
Yes, it's true. Sean did used to sell earrings on the beach.
Prince Philip told me I was a funny-looking fellow when I was a ball boy at Wimbledon.
David's team. What year was this?
Oh, I was about 12 or 13, about 84, maybe? Something like that, ages ago.
How did you get into being a ball boy?
How did I get into it? Well, I just psyched myself up. Attention balls today, yeah! I love it, man.
Okay. How does the system of selecting ball boys work? And
I was in a tennis
manage?
club in my sort of local village, and I used to play tennis, and there was a lottery thing, and you could go along, and 2 people from every tennis club went along.
Yeah, I thought they were from sort of schools around the Wimbledon area. That's what I thought.
Where were you at school, Jimmy?
The Wimbledon area.
Wow, he's really foxed us there.
Yeah.
And you were lined up, all the ball boys and ball girls?
Yeah, it was after the women's final. Everyone's lined up, like hundreds of us.
Which final? Who had played?
It was years ago. It was the Ivan Lendl kind of era.
He's unlikely to make the women's final.
Who was Prince Philip there with?
I think it's the Duke and Duchess of Kent or something. I don't really know the royals that well.
That's the thing, it's usually the Duke and Duchess of Kent that do all the Wimbledon stuff, rather than Prince Philip, who's got more important sporting events to go and be racist at. I believe you're a ball boy at Wimbledon, but I just don't think Prince Philip often turns up to Wimbledon.
He does.
He does, actually.
He told me I was a fine-looking fellow when I was there, so...
Yeah, no... well,
that's how I know that, yeah.
That's a clincher, though.
Do you have any concept of what particular aspect of your demeanour that he found funny-looking?
I can answer this. In fact, we'll all have a go. We'll start with it. We'll go around like that.
What's funny about my massive head?
Do you think you frightened the prince with your appearance? Is that... he was actually really freaked out? Most polite thing to say.
know what? That joke works if you don't do that. Do you know what? I thought you could never look more like a ventriloquist dummy. Do that again. You cheeky monkey! You go back in the box, eh?
Right, David, what do you reckon?
Yeah, well...
Is he telling the truth?
What do you think?
It could be true because of his face, but... No, I don't think you're ugly. I just think... No, I'm sorry. I just think that you've got a very unique face. No one will ever forget you.
How am I getting bullied by Jamelia? How did that happen?
So, David, what's your team deciding here?
I think it could be true.
I don't know. I don't trust you. You're a funny-looking fellow.
Yeah, you see, that's the crucial detail.
Yeah. I'm edging towards a lie.
You're saying it's a lie?
Yeah.
OK. Jimmy Carr.
Well, I can tell you, it is a lie.
It's a lie. Prince Philip didn't tell Jimmy he was a funny-looking fellow at Wimbledon. What a moment. Perhaps the funniest man in Britain, known for his off-colour material, finally getting to meet Jimmy Carr.
I once put out a fire using my neighbour's milk.
Aldi's team, is that possible?
Was it a very small fire?
It was, you know, a fire. Say for example, that desk was on fire. It was about that big, and it wasn't just one neighbour's. It was about 15 neighbours.
15 neighbours? What? What time of day was this?
In the morning when the milk came.
One of your neighbours were up early enough to bring the milk.
It was a Saturday. It's a Saturday. They're having a lie-in, and you get double milk because of the Sunday. You know.
So what was on fire, please?
It's just on a field. There was like some dried grass.
Just a bonfire, then?
Well, we just thought, oh, look at that dried grass, let's set it on fire. And, you know, that's what you do when you're 25. I think we were about 8 or 9.
But basically, you're an arsonist. You started the fire...
Yes.
...and then stole some milk in order to put it out, when it could have just burnt out quite happily on its own. There was no need, really, to pour...
Yeah, but at 8, I've not got this knowledge of fire. I'd seen 3 episodes of London's Burning. I don't know why...
I'm not sure that adds up, Jason. How long's London Burning been on?
I think you can believe him. He's seen London's Burning.
I'm not sure London's Burning, the programme, was on.
So you're disputing when London's Burning first came onto our screen?
Yes. Oh, that's it, yeah.
Right, Jason was born in 1981, so he is alleging that by 1989, London's Burning was already on television. I believe him.
1981, he looks like me uncle.
Anyway, can we get back to the story? How far did you have to go to get the milk?
I was a kid, I didn't measure it. I mean, about...
Give us a rough...
12.5 metres.
About 12.5
metres.
Why don't you just get a knock at the door and say, quick, the field's on fire?
Because then that would be admitting that there was a fire. Whereas in this instant, the only thing that happened was a milkman got sacked for not delivering milk.
Just to clarify, before we say our decision, you took how many bottles of milk to put out the fire?
15 or so.
15?
15, 10.
Well, I take you back to your earlier answer, which was 15 houses, and on a Saturday they got double milk.
He's very fair-minded. He took 1 pint from each.
So what are you going to say, Lee? What are you going for here?
Oh,
I don't know now.
The whole answer was delivered in such an implausible and frankly guilty-sounding way.
What do you think, Miranda?
I think it's a truth.
Well, Jason, where were you brought up?
Manchester.
Yeah, you see, I was brought up around Manchester, and I can imagine the bit about you saying, all right, let's go in there and set fire to a field. Believable. Yeah. The bit where you go, oh, no, that's a bit big. Better put it out with some milk and be good citizens. Yeah. Doesn't really sort of add up.
So what are you gonna plump for?
You're saying the truth.
Truth.
You're saying a lie.
Yeah.
I'll go with Miranda and say we think that's the truth.
You're saying it's the truth. OK, so, Jason, is it the truth?
Is a truth.
Ah.